Sebelum mula.
Select keluar.
Select keluar. Okay.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Cewan Abdul Hakim bin Cewan Mat Syahid and my matric number is 205363.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Safwan bin Abdul Jamal. My matrix number is 207834.
Okay. What is sex education? Sex education is a foreign thing to the people of Malaysia. The opposition also occurs whenever the government wants to apply sex education in school in particular. This is said to be so because various negative perception as well as lack of exposure cause the sex education to be marginalized, thus creating stigma. This broad narrative needs to be immediately eradicated with more radical measures, especially by the government. But there is no denying that there are various obstacles to the implementation of sex education at the school level. The obstacle of the implementation of sexual education in schools is a time-consuming project. This is said to be so because this matter cannot be implemented as long as the statistics met are imperfect. Sexual education requires a long discussion and involve various parties, especially from the government itself. Various forums need to be done with the community to get information inclusively and at the same time to make the pupil aware of the importance of sex education. The Ministry of Education should be also take initiative to collaborate with other ministries such as the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development to ensure that information related to sex education can be channeled well and successfully get a positive reaction from the community in general. Issues that occur at various levels are also one of the reasons why sex education is difficult to accept by society. At the secondary school level, sex education cannot be applied as a subject because it is feared that it will damage the students' thinking. At the primary school level, sex education is a subject that is said to be inappropriate to be taught for such an age. Therefore, the project or implementation of sexual education is difficult and requires a long time to realize. Next, I will pass the presentation to Safwa.
Well, thank you, Cik Wan. So now let's talk about our second factor, which is community and awareness. Community play important role in influencing other people. So in this context, community, we are referring to the school stakeholder, which are parents, students, teachers, and local community. So parents are not ready is one of the problem that we face right now. Most of the parents feel weird to talk about sexual education with their children. In addition, most of the parents thinks that their children will think about or will know about sexual education when they are or along in their life journey. So, um, research by Mei Lian Wang and her colleague found out that 8.3% of the parents always talk about sexual education or sex health issue with their children often. This show that it very low amount of parents that discuss about sexual education with their children. Besides, different religion and culture become a challenge in our community. So different culture has different approach in teaching sexual education. Um, Most of the culture teach sexual education in privately. For example, Malay people tend to be shy to talk about sexual education in publics. As a result, the sexual education that occur in classroom might not be happen smoothly, and the objective cannot be fulfilled. So, in conclusion, let me sum up our main points. So, sexual education that seems as a time-consuming project, and the community that unaware about this issue has become the barrier to implement sexual education in Malaysia. So, in the word of poet William Butler Yeats, education is not about filling a pail, but a lighting of fire. Sexual education is not about to make students know the content of the subject itself, but it's about to teach them how they can taking care of themselves and how they should treat other people. Well, I think that is all from us. Thank you very much.